This conference will now be recorded.
Hi friends, in today's session, I'm going to focus on Procure to Pay cycle. I'm not going to explain all details in the Procure to Pay cycle, but my agenda is to focus how in the Fusion Cloud R13 version, how the table, underlying table in the Procure to Pay cycle get affected. Is when we run the process from the supplier creation till posting all the transaction in the general ledger, how the Oracle apps best table get affected. And quickly I'm revising the step in a procure to pay cycle. We started with supplier, the requisition, purchase order. If we are setting in a approval, PO approval, and shipment, then receiving. On the receiving, we are creating the receipt. Then the finance came in, comes in the picture. Then we create AP invoice against the receipt or purchase order. Then we set it for the approval if any approval is set. Then we make a payment against that invoice and then we transfer data initially. So I'm just dividing this process in a two part. The first part is a functional part where I am going to explain it setup point of view. The second part is a technical part where we are going to discuss about table flow. So definitely, I'm not going to focus in this session about the setup part that I'm going to cover in some other session. But for a technical part, we are going to see which table comes in picture for the finance part, not supply chain management side. So I have wrote already queries. So let's start from the front end. I will go to the account payable side where I can see invoices. I will go to the payable purpose again for payment purpose. I already noted down some details about the supplier. I have one supplier. Let me find one invoice created against this supplier. Everyone is aware of the how to create invoices and how to make a payment in Fusion Cloud. I'm going to take one session where I am going to discuss about all kind of payable invoices, how to make payment, how to create invoices, then again making the payment, and the setup details in some other session. This is my invoice number. Let me search it. This is my invoice where I have created against that UX supply. I can see 100,000 is the invoice amount and AED is the currency I'm using for it. Uh, Let me check the status of the invoice. It's already validated as well as accounted. I think the payment is also done on this invoice. I can check online here. Don't have good internet connectivity, unfortunately. That's why the connection is very slow here. Let me browse the invoice number again. I have the invoice payment number as well. No payment number. I will search it. I can see my invoice here. This is my invoice number. Anything. Okay, this is my invoice number that I already done. Let me show you the payment against this invoice. Look at the payment. Next payment. Search it. Particular payment number against my invoice. It is showing as a clear. This is my payment. Its status is clear. This is my site. And what was the name of that particular? We are using supplier. So supplier is also same. It is same as the paying number. And let me see the accounting and the payment is done. It is done as well as it is transferred to the GF. So paid invoice, I can see the same invoice number. This is my invoice number FA02. I can see FA02 here. This is a standard types of invoice. 100,000 is the amount here. So my job is here how the data is transferred from AP to GL. So this is my flow here. After coming the data from supply chain management, so data will go to the AP side, then it will go to the subledger, uh, sub, subledger accounting tables, then it will go to the GL tables. So let's see one by one how the data is transferring for a invoice from AP invoice to the GL through subledger accounting model, and how when we make a payment against the particular invoice, how it is transferred from the account payable to GL again via subledger accounting table. So let me start with the table. I have the table list here. It will start with the AP invoices. I can click here and see the details of AP invoice table. Get it done. I will go to my query here. I will start with my table. This is my data model where I will use my first query. This is my invoice. We can verify it again via FA02. Via FA02. Yeah, it's the same invoice. This is the payment against that particular invoice. This is the 100,000 amount. I can verify it from the backend table. This is my invoice number. The first table is the AP invoice one. Yeah, I can see the invoice detail here. This is the same amount, and so table, the first table that comes in picture is a AP invoice on, an AP invoice. It records just like a TDS at AP invoice on. It contains the record for invoices at the header level. So my first table I have verified successfully. What is my second table now? It should hit the line. I will come back to my report. I can see the. I will need the invoice ID for this particular invoice. So first the invoice ID so that I can join it with the line table and distribution table. Already I need the invoice ID for it. Get it later we have to invoice ID I need to search. Can I have the invoice number here? Let me check my query again. Yeah. So I can go back here and check on which particular. Yeah, I have invoice ID here for this particular table. So this invoice ID even I can check directly from the report. If I change the actually I'm not saving it, so that's why I'm getting the same error again and again. But I know some invoice ID is already present there. I already tested it on the backend. If I can again show you on a screen. Okay, right now. So it will be better if I start the section again from here. I will go to the browse catalog. Let me copy my query again. I will say new data model. I will say P2P. Right. Go to the address. This is my invoice ID. 121036 that I already copied here. So I will go for the next table, that is nothing but my line table. I will change my query. So I can see the AP invoice with the name of the table is a AP invoice line sort. The store or line level information. This detail I can check on Oracle website. These are all cloud table. SaaS model is 18B. Well, all line level information is stored in a AP invoice line model that I can see from backend also. This is my line level information. So for the same table, I can go and check the distribution also. I will, for the same invoice, I will change the query. I will try to get the distribution data. This is my distribution data. I can see the details here. So my next step is I should this invoice is already validated. So in my next session, anyway, I'm going to show you how to create an invoice, how to do validate it, and how to transfer it to the general ledger. If the status of the particular invoice is already uh, validated, it is accounted also, and payment is also clear. I can see from the front end. Now, what is my next step? I want to check the subledger whether it went through the subledger accounting tables or not. So these are the subledger accounting table. The first table is the XLA events. I can find all detail of this table from subledger accounting. This is the table where we are storing the header level data. And events store the data about events. Events is nothing but the accounting entries. The technical people call it event. We call it as a accounting entry. So I can get the details from what we used to see in the ETRM, Technical Reference Manual. Oracle is already provided ETRM for cloud version. These are the ETRMs where you can see. So first I will try to get the event ID is nothing but my accounting ID that is associated. We can find it from the my distribution table for particular AP invoice. So I will try to find first my event ID for my said AP invoice. This is my event ID 255129. This event ID I will use. I will try to search the whether the any entry I can see in a SLA table. That is a subledger accounting model table. The data is already transferred there. can see the data now for the same event ID. So I'm not going to check. I can check. I'm not going to check all subledger accounting table, but some major like a event table and header also. From header, I will get the header detail. This is my table. It's a validated. All details I can see from the backend. It's a purchase order, standard invoice, that I can show the same detail in now with GL table also. Invoice class, everything. From this table, this is a XLA table. From here, I can get the join for the next table, that is my subledger accounting line table. A stand for accounting entries. So that I can do, or I can see from backend. Now I will transfer this data is accounted means the journal is already imported in a general ledger. So my next step is to see the data whether I can see in a GLJ batches. So definitely whatever the accounting entries, sorry, event ID I received from my AP invoice, then I, with the same help of that event ID, I can able to see my uh, XLA table details. Now I will join that with the GL interface table, and from that GL interface table, I will get this day batch ID. So I will go and directly see my batch details. Come here. This is my journal. It came from the table. Unfortunately, I cannot show you in a GL module because some setup is the data access setup is disturbed by one of my user. But this is the my journal name. What I can see here, I can see the other entries also. Date created, it's like 100,000. That is match already matched. My chart of account ID. My source is a table because we are transferring the entries from AP to GL. Even for payable tables, I can go to the AP invoice payment on, that is a base table. I can try to see whether the payment is made against my particular invoice ID. I have the invoice ID because I know the invoice number. I will go and see the data. This is my payment details. Here I can see the amount, check ID, invoice ID, everything. This is my DR UAE supplier. DR UAE supplier. That is a payee name that I can see from the front end also. Same data is showing to the backend. So in payment side also, we can check the AP invoice payment, or we can get the accounting entries. This is the field that is help us to get the event ID. And with the help of the event ID, we join with the subledger accounting model table. That is an Excel table. Even if we can get the check ID to check the to get the details of all checks. Here I will get a check ID also from the same table. This is my invoice check ID. I will go and change the query, and I will see whether the AP checks all is having the data for this particular payment or not. I can see data here. This is the check data. Here beside check, I can see this my external payment table. I have data here. You can see everything, all details here. 100,000 AD. So just like a EBS module, Fusion Cloud is having more and less same table names. They have the almost the same number column name, and the data type is almost same. There are some changes that we can find from the ETRM. Uh, like a ETRM, Oracle already provided all table and views released for the cloud version for finance as well as other modules. Even the module wise, we can get the details here for asset and other all tables details are available here. Then I can go to the general area also here. From here I can check this structure of all tables. We use GLB headers here, GLB patches. I can see here. I can see my header table here. This is GLB table. I can see the details of the all columns that are already used in my query. These are all GL tables. Even the best part of this document, you can get the relationship with the other table, the foreign keys, how they are defining the foreign keys, the foreign key column name, GLJ headers. I'm talking about it is having joins with the GLJ lines, and they are using GLJ JE header ID that I can see here. Already joined my header table with the line table and using the JE header ID for send. Oracle is already given this excellent document on table joins, the foreign relationship, number of indexes defined just like a ETRM in an EBS software. This is part one of my P2P cycle. In my next video, I will explain the order to cash cycle for finance module. Thank you.